I find myself at an event that I've never competed in before, a stock car race. And this stock car race over here, hosted by CHD Cape Helldrivers, is one of the biggest in Cape Town on the regional circuit. So what's it like to race stock cars? Let's chat to some of the racers and find out if this is something you and me should try. I'm standing here with Andre, second name Ernest. I'm already a fan. 2.1s, what's that about and why should someone come race 2.1s?
Well, look, 2.1s is, it's a 2-liter motor. And just recently the class has gone open to 16 valves. So, Opel 16 valves is now the big motors that everybody's going for. The power compared to what you saw the 1660 as chalk and cheese.
So, speaking of power, you've obviously got enough of it. This wing, do you need a wing that big?
Listen here, with the power that it pushes, it needs, eh?
Is it?
Yeah.
I've heard it makes a difference here.
Yeah, big difference, big difference. I had a smaller wing on here, and this is one of the wings that, most wanted manufacturers.
Kosi Vase on the guys. Yes. Shout out Kosi.
Yeah, big ups. But yeah, you can feel the difference between this one and the one that I had on.
They've tested it in competition. Obviously, they've got, because there's all these little tiny tweaks on here.
Yeah, the height and the angle of the wing. And
specifically for the circuit.
For the oval track.
So your car is set up for this oval here?
For this oval here, yes.
And nobody told me oval racing is this much fun.
Yeah, no. Once you're there, you're hooked, eh?
I had no idea.
Yeah, no. I'm telling you, it is... I know for years, as a kid, sitting on the stands watching it. But once you're in the car, it's a total different ball game.
Well, Andre, let's get into our cars. Good luck for the day.
Yeah, thanks.
Cheers. I'll be watching. Lekker.
Thanks, man.
Stock car racing has been around for a long time, and the history of stock car racing is fascinating. And to hear more about that, there's only one voice that happens to be in the sky that'll give us all that info. Over to you.
Stock car racing is the product of post-war events in the United States, when hotted-up pre-war road cars were raced, first on short road strips and then on the short dirt tracks of the West Coast, and on the famous beach at Daytona in Florida. One of stock cars' most fascinating stories is that of moonshine runners. Moonshiners were drivers who illegally transported alcohol during the American Prohibition, using modified cars that could outrun the police. Some of these vehicles would then end up on the start line of a local stock car race. In South Africa, stock car racing started in Pretoria, around the same time as in England, and in 1954, Pretoria Speedway Association entered into a rental agreement with the Pretoria Town Council. Stock car racers and enthusiasts consumed and took stylistic cues from rock and roll music and American films. And today, the culture lives on in NASCAR racing and oval racing all over the world, including Cape Town. The Cape Helldrivers Club was formed in the late 1960s and was launched at the famous Goodwood Showgrounds in 1964, a place fondly remembered by many local car enthusiasts.
In a world where there are mostly men competing, few stand out. Actually, I'm joking, Daniela. There's a lot of women here. Eh?
There's a lot. A lot of upcoming women.
It is something, as someone that's not involved in stock cars, that surprised me that there are a lot of women competing in stock cars. Why do you think that is?
I think we're giving the men a run for their money. When I first started in 2015, there were very minimum goals. My friend and I, Kayla, that's over that side, we were basically the only two women in the stock car group, and then it started evolving after that. So it's actually great to see that there's so many more.
Yeah, it is. So your dad's here, you've got all the guys involved here, you've got your engineer here, your team. The community that you've built here seems to be quite special. What's that been like?
We're building and we're growing over the years. We literally started from a Mini. That's what I started in, and they pushed me up to 2.1, so 2 liters, what you're driving, 8 valves. I won 3 titles in a row, SA1 titles. We were going for the 4th one, and then COVID happened, and then it resumed in 2022. We went up, everything was good, and I got COVID.
Oh, no. You don't have it anymore,
No,
right?
I would have made legacy because I would have been the first woman to hold it 4 times in a row. So
But it's still early days. You seem to be wanting to do this for a long time. You've even gone up as high as hot rods a year.
100%. So hot rods is the next lead in the stock rod community. It's the league to be in. The cars are very quick. You don't see them here, but in Joburg you see them.
So what's next for you?
No, this is my next. We just started this.
Oh, okay. So I walked in here. You just started this.
So this
You look
is-
like you know what you're doing.
No,
You've
no,
been doing this for years.
So this is the second time I'm racing with a hot rod, with the slicks and the new engine. So we've still got a lot to learn. We don't really know rotary motors. We've been... Yes, it's rotary. We used to have the 2-litre Opel 8-valve. We had a Superboss. So this is still new grounds for us. So
Thanks so much for your time and good luck with the racing.
thank you so much.
I'm standing here with Ollie, who's got a background in karting, your dad's champion in GTI Challenge and raced in tops, etc., etc. Now, I know why I'm here. I'm starting to realize why I'm here, but why are you here?
I'm here basically because definitely of my dad. When he was small, he used to ride and stuff, and he got us into it since we were like 9 or 10 years old, driving go-karts there. But, you know, the money is a big thing. It's very expensive, especially with me and my brother. My brother isn't here today, but, you know, it gets very expensive. So we're here for now, and then hopefully eventually go to Challenge, you know, where my dad was from, you know.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, you can practice the corners here over and over, and your rotation, and you can practice certain things quickly here.
It's very technical. There's no room for mistakes. I mean, if you make one little mistake, you know, you lose out on a lot. So yeah, but otherwise it's similar to go-karts. You can't really make a lot of mistakes, but yeah.
So, Ollie, let's talk about the elephant, the upside-down elephant in the room.
Oh yeah.
The car rolled earlier on.
Yeah.
Fine, that's done now. But you're gonna go out again. This is something Brett Roach, your dad, would have done back in the day. He was a madman. But you're gonna go out again.
Yeah, hopefully everything can get fixed. They're trying their best here, but yeah, it was quite a big one.
Well, the fact that you're willing to go out again, much respect.
Thank you
And
very
good luck
much.
with the rest
Thank
of the
you
day.
very much. You too.
Yeah, man,
Thanks.
cheers.
Cheers.
And so our stock car race day is almost done. We're heading into the night now and about to go into the finals. So let's see how that goes. But this is how you get into stock cars. Come join the guys at the local track, come watch the racing. There's so many different levels to plug in, and depending on how deep your pockets are, you could race anything from a mini to a stock rod to the national hot rods where the big boys play. Either way, you're gonna have fun. And so as I end this segment, my time in the Caltron Supercars, or Formula SCs as they're now known, comes to an end. I've really enjoyed driving these cars, but now it's somebody else's turn. I wonder what I'll be racing next season.